What's up boys, welcome back to Oblivion Remastered. In this video I'm going to show you where to start and how to finish the Siren's Deception side quest. So we are over in Anvil, at the Anvil Dock Gate fast travel point. As soon as you spawn in, you're going to head left and go into Grogan's house. Sometimes they're upstairs, sometimes they're downstairs, but you're going to want to talk to the lady first and then to the guy. You do have to do it in that order, otherwise you can't access certain dialogue options with the man. I will leave the dialogue in, but you essentially just want to exhaust all conversation until your map marker tells you to go outside. If you do need help on what options to pick, you can just go ahead and watch the video. If not, you can skip ahead.
I could kill him. I'm sorry. I'm rambling, and you look confused. Let me explain. The women in the gang use their wiles to lure men out to some remote location and rob them blind. It's been going on for some time now. The city guard hasn't done very much about it, because frankly, the men who are robbed are so embarrassed, they don't want to report it. Take, for example, that good-for-nothing husband of mine, Gogan. He cared more about their charms than my own. When Gogan was, with the women, they took something quite valuable from him. No, it's not what you're thinking. He was carrying a precious family heirloom with him when he was lured out to their lair. It was a small ring given to him on our wedding day. The ring belonged to my mother and has been in the family for generations. I'm willing to give you all the money I have to get it back. 100 gold. Can you help us? Thank you. I'm afraid I can't offer you much help, but I'll do what I can. All I can tell you is that the best place to start is at the Flowing Bowl. It's a tavern located outside the city walls near the waterfront. Gogan may be able to give you more information beyond that. The Flowing Bowl attracts the worst Anvil has to offer. Always be on your guard.
Eh? What do you want? See, my wife couldn't keep a big mouth shut. Yes, it's true. I lost the family ring to those sirens. I'm ashamed about the whole incident, but not ashamed enough to ask for your help. I was sitting in the Flowing Bowl when the most fetching Nord woman you've ever seen walked in with an equally attractive Imperial woman following. After we exchanged words, I followed them out to a farmhouse. Inside, they asked me to remove my clothes and items. Well, I did. And then suddenly they brandished weapons and robbed me. They sent me away with barely a stitch of clothing. Harlots. Just please, help me get that ring back. I want to save what's left of my marriage. I'm merely a man. How could I resist?
Okay, so once your quest log's updated, you're going to want to head back outside the house, head back over to where we fast travel to get here, head through the gate to the Gold Coast, and you're going to be on the docks. You just want to head left and enter the inn, which is called the Flowing Bowl. Once you're in here, just speak to the guy behind the bar, ask him about the gang. They'll tell you we can't do much about them, but if you hang around, you'll be sure to bump into them. When he said this, you can end the conversation with him, you don't need to speak to him anymore. As soon as you turn around, after a second or two, the two women will walk into the bar. Sometimes you have to speak to both of them, or sometimes one of them will speak to you first and then the other, but you just want to talk to them until they give you a meeting point at a certain time of night.
Yes, I've noticed some of them in my establishment. They don't break the law while they're here, so there's nothing I can do. If you wait around long enough, I'm sure they'll show up. You two.
Never seen you here before. You look like you can handle yourself in a fight. And I'm sure you wouldn't mind making a little extra money. I've put together a gang. We make money by luring fools out to the middle of nowhere and robbing them blind. Our targets, weak-willed men who are easily fooled into believing they will have their way with us. Oh, men are so gullible. I'll leave the decision up to you. If you want to join up, meet us at the Gredden farmhouse around 11 in the evening. I'll mark it on your map. Oh, and one more thing. If you breathe a word of this to the city guard, you won't live long enough to get whatever reward they're offering. Remember, 11 in the evening. Don't disappoint me.
Once you have the information and your quest log's updated, you can go ahead and leave the inn, and I will show you the map location on where we're going to next. There will also be a quest marker here. So once you've arrived at the location, you will have to wait until 11 PM. You don't have to get this spot on, you can see I'm almost an hour over, but as long as it's after 11 and you can enter the building, the quest will continue. This is the end of the quest. You're going to get into a fight and 2 guards will enter at the end. Just make sure you finish the conversation with the guards and the quest will be complete.
Case the flowing bowl for a likely subject. Namely, we look for a married guy who drinks a lot. Then we'll send you in there where you charm the man and get him to come out to some location we pick to rob him. When he gets there, we make him take off all his clothes, which is very easy, by the way. While they're helpless, that's when we spring the trap. So far, we haven't had to draw 1 drop of blood. The best part of the whole thing is that the men are so embarrassed they won't tell the guards. So, the bottom line is, you show a little skin, just a tease. No one touches you. What do you say? Well, that's never happened before. I suppose we'd have to kill you. I mean, we can't have you going back to Anvil and ruining the whole plan. But why say no when it's so much easier and more lucrative to say yes? Or are you here for something else? Damn, I knew it. You're working for the city guard, aren't you? I didn't think they would be stupid enough to send someone alone. But so be it. I should have known after I fenced that stupid ring and discovered it was a fake. Worthless. All part of the guard's plan, I suppose. Okay, girls. We got someone who doesn't want to cooperate. That's the best you can do.
Master Elf.
We had a feeling you'd be surprised when you saw us in our real uniforms. I see you have a puzzled look on your face. Ask away. Gogan and I are really members of the Anvil City Watch. I suppose you could say we work undercover. We've been trying to foil Faustina's gang for months now. Every time we tried to interview a man who was lured there, they refused to talk. The women in the gang picked married men to seduce for just that reason. It was decided the only way to stop this gang was to send in a stranger. You fit the bill perfectly. It's a shame it had to end in so much violence. But someone was bound to get hurt sooner or later. We'll clean up the mess. Don't concern yourself about it. I'm sure you had no choice. If you ever find yourself back in Anvil, stop by any time and say hello. Oh, and please say nothing to anyone about our true identities. You've done well, and here's the reward that I promised.
Just like to point out here, you can loot the
Don't
bodies,
spend all the
which I
money
recommend
from
you
the
do.
booth.
A couple of them do have a
Board
key
in
on
one
for the
place.
basement. There's nothing amazing down there, but there is some jewels and a bit of gold, so I just thought I'd mention that at the end. Thanks for checking out the video. I'm doing guides in this style for every single side quest in the
Got a lot
game,
to
so
do here.
subscribe and check out the channel if you need more help.
We can
As always, I'll see you in the next one.